That was a chonky pup. Now this alpha here... Oh no. Well, okay, it wasn't an alpha, but it was definitely a wolf. Got another golden seed, thank goodness for that. But yeah, it was just perched on a cliff, so it's like, you know, if I don't want to just sit here swinging away the entire time, why don't I just knock it off the cliff and see what happens? And it did not disappoint. I'm sorry for all you people who really like doggos. No actual doggos were harmed in the making of this episode. Alright, welcome back to my first playthrough on this. So, I learned a few things last time that I feel like you ought to know about this. Or things that I screwed up in the last episode. We'll need to return to Ray Lucaria because I missed the way to get onto the rooftops there, so I need to do that. Secondly, I need to start going through Caria Manor here to get up to here where I can find Ranni the Witch once again. And then along with that, down here we have Caelid, which I thought I was severely underleveled for. I'm beginning to realize that's not the case. Because apparently this place here is where you get Dectus Medallion right, I believe. I believe that's where you get that at. And then one more thing, just for some housekeeping before we jump into this one here. I did a dumb last time. Let me see if I can find the source of the dumb. Ah, here it is. The Malefactor's Ever Jail. I already cleared it out. I was looking for an imp. One, there wasn't one, and two, I already cleared it out. But here we are. So, we'd gone to the 4 belfries, which is over here, and discovered a magical stone sword key, so beyond the traditional ones, and was able to unlock one of the teleporters that was there, which led back to here where we started the game. Oh, the scream hurts like that? Oh. Had a little frame rate thing right there, but it's fine. Okay, he did a spin to win. He really didn't do as much damage as I thought he was going to. Also, we had 30,000 runes on us. I wasn't even paying attention to that. Ornamental Straight Sword and Golden Beast Crest Shield. There we go. So, okay. So here's a valid question. So if we got back to here, and this was where we started the game... Well... There was a Site of Grace back here, though, I believe, right? When we started the game? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, either that or we can just warp from here. Okay, we'll just have to warp from here, but... Yeah, so... First order of business taken care of. Second order of business... So this will require going back to the debate parlor, I believe, where we battled with the Red Wolf of Radagon, And also, there was another place that I could have gone to that I didn't in-game. So we could have taken the elevator down prior to getting to this point, but I think I want to go along the rooftops first and get that part done and over with before we try traversing the depths of this place. Now, I believe there was a place maybe over there that you can hop over the wall and get onto the rooftops, if I remember correctly from what I saw, unless it's over here, but I don't think it is. No, it's not over here. I think it's over there. Yeah, there's a place that you can apparently hop over a wall to get onto the rooftops and to be able to traverse those, because apparently the rooftop section is a whole thing. And I wasn't very good about searching for access points like that. Oh, please? Sucker. Hey, don't walk away. Somebody's got to be brave enough to come in here, right? Oh. Or stupid enough. Guys, you're making it... Ow, okay. Okay, I guess turnabout's fair play. If I can get you through the walls, you can get me, right? Oh yeah, it was bad in there. It was bad in there, man. Yeah, run for it. You know what? Dead men tell no tales. I'll leave you as a survivor of that. Yeah. Yeah, so a perfectly reasonable place to open up a shortcut to be able to get up onto the rooftops. And I completely botched it last time. So here we are. Finally did it good. Oh, you're not facing us? No, turn back around. Turn back around, my dude. Okay, welcome to the Rea Lucaria rooftops. I'm not overly thrilled that it's nighttime while I'm doing this. Oh, especially since there are marionettes up here. However, they don't have enough hit points to be that huge of a concern, although the size of their arrows, especially the ones sticking out of the back of my neck here, leave something to be desired. I didn't order acupuncture. I did not. If only I had a friend. Golden Rune 4. Climbing the long ladder to victory. Okay, I see an item over there. I also see a sorcerer at the end of this walkway. Okay. Imps. Marionette soldier bird helm. Oh, there are bird marionettes? Oh. What the heck? Oh yeah, no, it's garbage. See, here's the thing. The armor I started off with has been pretty good, actually. Oh. You know what? This is fine. Just get me away from that edge, please. Yeah, do not like those marionette birds. Okay. Okay, Rambo, quit it. Lay off the M60. Or wait. Oh, no, sorry. Why did I say Rambo on that one? I think I meant Schwarzenegger. You know, Commando. Meteor bolts. Okay. Okay. So, I see a whole lot of stains here, and I'm wondering what happened. I do see an item there. I doubt you actually have to jump on the spike to get that, though. Right? I mean, it wouldn't be that cruel of a thing. Oh, boy. Speaking of cruelty... Yep, we've got marionettes here. Ah! This is why marionettes suck. Why does this place have to be full of marionettes? Well, at least I know where I'm going now. But, man. Less than ideal. At least it's daytime now, so I can kind of see what I'm doing. It is raining a little bit, that's fine. Weather forecast is dreary but hopeful. Dreary but hopeful. See it jump. Okay, now I'm pretty sure the sorcerers on that side could probably see where I'm at relatively easily. So, let's just try to get past that. Okay. Yep, marionettes. So we know there are two marionettes. There's the one with the spears on the other side of this roof, and there's the archer one over there. So if we can sneak up on the archer and take him out, just stealthily, and then sneak back down below the roof line. He noticed. Yeah, these marionettes are just crazy. I do not like it. Okay. So watch out for marionette birds. Okay. So where do the other marionette birds factor into this? Do they jump down from that bell tower there? Here. I want to see if we can lure the sorcerer at all. He keeps trying the same spell, but he's not having much luck. Come on. Come here. Come here, man. No, you're not going to get me from there. You have to come closer for that. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay. Ah. Okay. Can I lure one without luring the other? And the answer is yes. Okay. Your turn. Alright. Oh, man. Okay. Well, now we're back to here. Nice. Smithing stone 4. So we got there, and then I can see the marionettes. I can see some of the marionettes down there, along with my runes. The problem is there's just so many of them. Some of them probably hang on the side of the building too. You can see the rooftops continue that direction. Boy. And I can either drop down to the right here and have to deal with more of them down below, or continue my... Oh, wait a minute. Unless... maybe I'm not supposed to do the bum rush jump right there. Maybe getting my runes back comes later. That's an archer right there. What do I have for consumable throwing items? I've got some kukri. They're not gonna bleed though. Can you throw rune fragments at people? You can, it's not very effective, it looks like. What can we do in item crafting, actually? Holy water pot? No. Sleep pot? Yeah, no. Yeah, this one's more my speed. I need cracked pots for this. Let's just make 2 of these. Yep, and let the record reflect that is the first time I've actually crafted something in this game. Okay. Now, theoretically, marionettes made of wood. That's gonna give you a bad day. I can probably just finish you off with something like, just a throwing dagger, right? Dang it. And I threw the other fire pot. That's classic me. Forgot to switch to the throwing dagger. Whoops. My bad. Okay. So, and I take it I don't get those pots back. Oh, no, I do. I do get the cracked pots back. So, I mean, I don't have an infinite supply of these things, but I have a good enough supply that I can make them last. If even just to inflict some fire damage and or make the marionettes stagger. Okay. Okay, that was... Okay, he started going crazy there, and that was less than ideal. Because it means I wasn't able to hit him as well. Uses FP. Well, I mean, I don't really use FP for anything else, so... I can't imagine this is the worst thing that I could possibly use. Okay. Just have to be careful here. Bug, oh bug. Why are we talking about bugs, people? So, is there something I ought to know with those? Okay. So, just drop down to here. Right. There's an item here. Imbued sword key. That's what we found for the 4 belfries. There's one in an upper chest, so now we can unlock a second one of those teleporters, potentially. Can I seriously not get back up to where my runes were from here? Oh boy. So you're telling me I might have to come back for those? Never mind! I hit a wrong button and I just fall to my death in game. That's annoying. Well, back to the beginning of the rooftops we go. See, if you needed even more evidence or proof that I don't platform well, here it is. Here it is. I'm like, oh, you know, I can sprint up there and I hit the jump button too early. It's just unfortunate. See, I didn't play a lot of platforming games as a kid. And I think that's a large part of it. Because, you know, they always say practice makes perfect, right? And that's kind of where I've been at with it. See, I have a friend who, you know, he grew up playing Nintendo games like Kirby and Legend of Zelda and Mario and all of those ones. So he's used to it. He's really used to platforming games. Whereas with me, I mean, Lego games did have an element of platforming, but it wasn't like a huge thing. I grew up with a lot of Lego games. Yeah, honestly, that was most of what I played as a kid. Like Lego Star Wars 1 and 2, Lego Indiana Jones 1 and 2, Lego Batman. You know, all of those. And then played a little bit of Call of Duty when I got a little bit older. Skyrim was always one that I really enjoyed. Initially had that for the Xbox and Xbox 360, and then the disc on that cracked. Probably because I used it so much. Then got it for PS3. And then finally on PC with the DLCs. After having completed all the achievements that I could on PS3. And then completed the game, and then completed Skyrim on PC as well, with the DLCs included. So, I believe that's a total of 75 achievements. And then, along with that, I've been a fan of the Souls series, and I think I've played the Souls series since about 2016? Something like that. 2015 or 2016. Because my first foray into the Souls series was actually Dark Souls 2. It wasn't even the original Dark Souls. Well, I didn't necessarily have the money to just go ahead and try to find those at, say, a place like GameStop or anything like that, so I ended up buying Dark Souls 2 used at... It was... I want to say it was some sort of used video and or game store. Oh, I used another fire pot, dang it. But, yeah, so Dark Souls 2, which I know is kind of the dark horse entry in the Souls series. I like Dark Souls 2. But Dark Souls 2 has a lot of, larger enemies, a lot of ganks, large groups of enemies and that sort of thing. So it kind of introduced me to a lot of the potentially unfair elements, along with a little bit more of a wonky UI system and degradation. But, I mean, it has... I like Dark Souls 2. Because that one will always be the one that I played in the series first. And I feel like that was a good one to get introduced to some of the mechanics and the difficulty of it, to then be able to go back to, say, the first Dark Souls, which I did. Because I got the first Dark Souls at, I want to say it was a Goodwill or something. It was another used... It was another used one. So, having done that, I'm actually glad that I went through Dark Souls 2 before going to Dark Souls 1, because 2 had some of... I would argue... I mean, not having had the DLC on those ones, on 2 or 1, I didn't really get to experience the fullness of the difficulty of those games, and really the entirety of, like, some of the best elements of them. Because honestly, DLCs in the Souls games are just spectacular, right? But I didn't really get that element of it until later on. Somber Smithing Stone 4. And then after that, I think... I want to say the next one I played in the series after that, after Dark Souls 1... I believe the next one I played was Dark Souls 3. Which, I liked... it. That one was definitely one of my favorites in terms of gameplay, just because it felt a little bit more fluid than Dark Souls 1 and 2, but at the same time, I mean, you can't necessarily beat the classics. But you know, just seeing how the series gameplay mechanics just changed and adapted was great. Ow! You're beating me. Quit beating me up. Twin Sage Glintstone Crown. Oh, dang it. I need to stop doing that. I keep talking and not paying attention to what I'm doing necessarily, which is a mistake. But played Dark Souls 3, and I got that with the DLCs. So I had the Ringed City and the Painted World of Ariandel. So, I mean, that was a lot of fun, and I mean, I have to say, so where Ornstein and Smo are probably my favorite gang squad in the Souls series in terms of bosses. The most difficult pairing I've dealt with up to this point has been Sister Frida and Father Ariandel. And then my favorite boss overall Ow. Bye. My favorite boss overall, and this one might come as a bit of a surprise. Also, this is kind of nasty what I'm seeing here. Azur's Glintstone Staff. Oh boy. First off, it's a dream, and then it's like a dream. Yeah, so there's not really anything I can destroy there, so that's fine. Let's check out that staff there, but I'll continue the narration. So, Slave Knight Gale. My goodness, is that guy chaotic. And also, my goodness, this takes 52 intelligence to wield. I'm not a sorcerer, so I'm not going to use it, but that's still pretty cool. But, yeah, with Dark Souls 3, Slave Knight Gale was my favorite boss in that entire game. You know, you get to the end of the Ringed City DLC, and this is spoilers for people who haven't played it, but at the same time, that game has literally been out for 6.5, 7 years now, so, I mean, if I'm spoiling it now, I'm sorry, but I feel like it's past that due time. You know what I mean? But yeah. Slave Knight Gale. You get to the Ashen area, the ruins, what is actually taking place there. Following finding the girl holding the cracked egg. And you just get that image there of that, and then it all shifts and you come across this arena, and you've seen this guy before, but he was just this ragged old man at an altar within the Cathedral of the Deep. You know, that would take you to Painted World of Ariandel. But seeing him having consumed part of the Dark Soul and that sort of thing, that was crazy, that boss fight. But oh man, was it fantastic. Also, I've seen Caria Manor during playthroughs that I've watched. I know this place is terrifying. So I know there are these spidery hand creatures that I need to watch out for here. Like, I can see one there. I can see one, and it's terrifying. Oh, there's one up there. Oh, boy. Okay. Somber Smithing Stone 2. That was probably off the signet ring there. Rhymed Crystal Bud. Okay, so I need to watch out for these things like they're landmines. Got it. Yeah, no, that's not terrifying at all. Yeah, and then after Dark Souls 3, I played, so I had a PS3, had PS3 and then got PS4, right? So on PS4 with PlayStation Plus, you were able to get Bloodborne as one of the free ones. So I got that and played the heck out of that thing. So, Chalice dungeons, played through the story all of the times to get all of the achievements for it that I couldn't get the DLC for it because they didn't give you the DLC for it. You had to pay extra for that. And once again, didn't really have the money to do that. Which was kind of sad. Because I've seen a little bit of the DLC from that game, and it's fantastic. Ow. Quit that. At least you can bleed these spider hands. That part is nice. And they just keep dropping somber smithing stones. Also nice. And I somehow managed to sneak my way across the courtyard. Just like that. Easy. But, yeah, I have all that. Oh, who's this?
Lady Ranni, we have long awaited you. I pray for your swift revival.
Oh, there was a third line to that. Sorry, I was just seeing if this was one of those paintings that you could get, and it wasn't. Which, speaking of which, we do still need to go to we found a couple of those paintings, and apparently they depict locations that you can go to find some pretty good stuff. Or for locations or whatever, and haven't done that. But, yeah, so, played Bloodborne, never got the opportunity to play Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. Which, I mean, I've also seen some gameplay of that. That looks like it's pretty fun, but it definitely changes what you're used to within the Souls series, so there's probably a bit of a learning curve to that one, I would imagine. And then I need to think about this, actually. Ooh, you hit hard. Okay, you've got a war pick. Alright, trade ya. But, yeah, so after having played those, or actually, I might have mixed up the order between when I played Bloodborne and when I played Dark Souls 3. I don't honestly remember, but what I will say is this. Of those two that I played with, they have similar mechanics, although you can't really block in Bloodborne. But I feel like it was one of those games that when I was it was either Dark Souls 3 or Bloodborne where I'm like, I'm glad I played this one before playing the other, just because up to that point in the series, you didn't necessarily have, it didn't necessarily move as quickly with combat and that sort of thing, whereas, you know, it sped up in terms of frame rate and all of that fun stuff. So suddenly you're having to process movesets that bosses are doing faster, just regular enemies and that sort of thing, and there are a lot of times where blocking just isn't an effective option. So for me then, it was like, okay, being able to learn timings of enemies is huge. Being able to just roll through attacks with iframes, it just tended to work out pretty well. So now, finally having Elden Ring, this game is fantastic because it merges my like, and I'm probably saying this incorrectly, but my enjoyment of exploration-based gameplay in RPGs and being able to level up and that sort of thing, it's fantastic. Oh, wolves. Also, I just want to say, I feel like I've been breezing through the manor here. I kind of feel like I've been able to move way too quickly through here. But also, that wolf had so many hit points. That was a chonky pup. Now, this alpha here... Oh no. Well, okay, it wasn't an alpha, but it was definitely a wolf. Got another golden seed, thank goodness for that. But yeah, it was just perched on a cliff, so it's like, you know, if I don't want to just sit here swinging away the entire time, why don't I just knock it off the cliff and see what happens? And it did not disappoint. I'm sorry for all you people who really like doggos. No actual doggos were harmed in the making of this episode. Rhymed crystal bud. Okay, that's annoying. Okay, whew. Yeah, they really like to stun lock you into oblivion. Oh, that's a magical giant. Okay. Did I miss anything back this way? Potentially. Let's see here. Herba, and Mikola's Lily. Excellent. Okay, I feel like it's going to get a little bit chaotic up through here with that giant. Because I'm guessing it's not just the giant I have to contend with. Oh. It's more of the Ray Lucaria scholars. Okay. I want to see if I can draw him out at all. Because of stupidity like that. Okay. Because I want to go toe-to-toe with that giant one-on-one, mano-a-mano. So it's better to take out the gladiators before going in there. I call them gladiators because they're kind of using the type of shield that they're using. Oh. Oh, no. Yeah, he did that. That took half my health bar away. Did you have to put the magical swords up, though? Ow. I'm so bad at timing that. Okay, stagger yourself against the wall. And I did notice we got a bleed on you earlier there, man. Troll Knight's Sword. Okay, I think he was a mini-boss then. If he dropped an item like that. Oh, it's gonna take intellect though, isn't it? And probably strength. 18 intelligence, so magicka. It's a cool looking sword though. Great sword embedded with blue glintstone. Weapon of the trolls in service to the royal family of Caria. Called into service when the queen invoked an oath they swore. The trolls are treated as true knights of Caria and fight arm in arm with their human comrades, which has trolls roar as its skill. It's kind of fun. Okay. Have a couple more gladiator scholars, it looks like. Oh, I can get over here. Row of fruit, okay. Wasn't expecting to find you here, friend. You, however, you fit right in with the sorcerer aesthetic around here. Okay, we've got ourselves a ladder here. Well, I'd hate to have to redo progress. Oh, it leads back down there. Okay, so this is just a loop of sorts, or a shortcut if you think about it. Because if you jumped from there and went this way, you could circumvent. You could circumvent a lot of stuff, it looks like. So that might be good to remember that. Definitely might be a good thing to remember that. Okay, anything on the... There might be something on the other side there as well to check out. Because of the mirrored design around here. Yeah, what have we got here? We got anything good here? That would be a no. Just some crumbling architecture. You can drop back down to... You can drop down to there. Well... Although... Ah! There's something here. Okay. Smithing Stone 4. Okay. I don't necessarily have a need for Smithing Stone 4. I've kind of surpassed that. But... I mean, this would have been a good area to get that. So maybe I'm a little bit over-leveled. I'm fine with that. Because, I mean, in the past, what, 2 or 3 parts, I feel like I've balanced that out by having gone to... I made it to Alta's Plateau and fought the, Godskin Apostle that's there. Also, this guy is wrecking me with his weird rapier timings. Oh, she. I heard the voice there. Female. Sorry about that. You were just being a jerk. Had to do it. Same for you. It's only fair. Crystal Bud. Crystal Bud. And then on the other side here, I see an opening behind the bushes, so I'm wondering if there's potentially either an ambush or a site of grace out. Oh. Okay, controller, that's a bad time to try to conk out on me. Right when I'm by a cliff. That's classic. That's just classic. But there's a living jar down there. That might be the guy that we know. But we'd have to jump all the way down there, and we've made all this progress. I don't want to do that because I know where we're at, and we're at a boss battle as it happens. Because you can see the fog gate over there. So if I step into the water here, Royal Knight Loretta. She's like a magical version of Tree Sentinel, if you think about it. Ow. Ow. Which honestly makes it even more terrifying, if you think about it. Because ow. I always get greedy on that. I'm also gonna guess that I can't bleed her. Ow! The horse donkey kick. Okay, second phase. I believe that one's called Carian Slicer, if I remember correctly. Ooh. I am enjoying the varied moveset that she has here. And I know you get to fight her again towards the end of the game. Ow. Okay, you got me on greed on that one. Okay. Oh, that was a very unfair combo on that. Okay, you can get a hit on me, but I'll finish you off there. Loretta's Great Bow and Loretta's Slash. Okay, I liked that boss fight. So, what Elden Ring has that I know From Software's been getting a little better with as they've progressed through developing these games, but the variability in the movesets that you have in the boss battles, it's just gotten better and better throughout the series. Praise the message and then something incredible. Okay. Well. So that's a dead-end pedestal. However, there was that doorway that we saw, and that leads to where I'm wanting to go. To get to Ranni's tower, which we already defeated Glintstone Dragon Smaragd down... Oh, what's the lake called again? What's this lake called? I don't honestly know what it's called. But we defeated Glintstone Dragon Smaragd, I think around here, something like that. And typically he shows up here. He'll fly in to keep us from getting to the Sorcerer's Towers, but there's no stopping me on that, okay? Smaragd, you're already toast. You're already done for. Now the real question is, can I actually enter into the towers. Renna's Rise. Blocked shut for now. Well, that was Renna's Rise, though. Right? So... I don't know why it would be blocked. We'll have to figure that out, but that's fine. I heard you, Dung Beetle. Get back here. You have something I want. Ash of War, Chilling Mist. This is kind of a neat place. Oh! You know, maybe I was wrong in my initial assessment. So there was a glintstone dragon that we defeated, but that appears to... Oh, that's Ranni's tower over there. Okay. Okay. This dragon's pulling a Smaug. He can smell me. I'm not even a hobbit and he can smell me, I think. And this is where something like a stealth mechanic becomes invaluable in this game. So as long as I can sneak past him without being noticed, should be fine. I did see, I think, some sort of enemy up there. So I don't want to deal with that. But yeah, a lot of trouble you've gone to protect your tower. I mean, I fully understand. You just have a full-on dragon as a bodyguard. I guess you can afford only the best. Oh. Oh, okay. Ranni's Rise. I'm sorry about your wolves. They didn't want me to get here, okay? They didn't want me to be here. Nice place you've got here, by the way. It's a really sorcerer's aesthetic. I like it. I like it. I really like what you've done with the place, Ranni. Okay, controller, stop conking out on me. Thank you very much. Yes, I play on controller versus mouse and keyboard. There are some games that I will play with keyboard. Like, I mean, Elder Scrolls Oblivion. So I mentioned that I'm a fan of Skyrim, right? So I went back and played Oblivion. I picked that one up on Steam maybe 2019, 2020, something like that. Oh boy, people must have attacked her.
Oh, again we cross paths. I believe I said my name was Ranni when last we met. It pleaseth me to see Torrent hale and hearty, but tarnished. What business hast thou here? I have no memory of inking thee an invitation.
No particular reason.
No reason in particular thou claimest. Intriguing. Then mayhaps fate hath steered thee to this reunion. Wilt thou enter into my service? I am the witch Ranni. I stole death long ago, and search now for the dark path, that I might one day upend the whole of it, and rid the world of all that came before. Well, has that roused thy interest?
Yeah, absolutely.
A choice well made. Thou art a rare sword. Not many would have accepted the offer, but I require as much of those under my command. I anticipate good work from thee. Good. Then I ask we proceed with haste. There is, in my service, a half-woven warrior by the name of Blythe. I would have thee join him in searching for the hidden treasure of Nokron, the Eternal City. I have called for Blythe to greet thee below. Take from him the particulars. Ah, and there wilt thou find Iji, my war counselor, and Salavis, preceptor in the sorcerous arts also. Heed not their peculiarities. Feel secure in gaining from them what advantage thou canst. I am sure the others will be doing just the same.
Of course. And she mentioned Nokron, the Eternal City. We haven't unlocked that yet, because I believe you have to beat Starscourge Radon in order to be able to do that, from what I've seen. But we are on our way to being able to do that, potentially. I don't exactly remember how you get to Radon, though. Oh, who are you?
Oh, so you were the one. Lady Ranni has explained everything. Again, I am Iji, the Karian royal family's dedicated blacksmith and Lady Ranni's war counselor. I'm told that you are searching for Nokron with Blythe.
Nokron, yeah.
I will give you whatever guidance I can, and pray for your success.
Thank you.
My apologies for the misleading words of warning. I never imagined that an audience, let alone service to Lady Ranni, was in your fate. I, for one, should have seen it, but I did not.
It's no fault of your
Forgive
own.
me, my fellow.
Oh, you're
Let
forgiven.
us give all that we can of ourselves.
Agreed.
Together. For Lady Ranni.
Also, you just happen to be able to upgrade materials with somber smithing stones, so, I mean, that's always kind of nice. Ah, you must be Blythe.
I heard about you. Good to finally meet. Name's Blythe. Sworn sword to Mistress Ranni. Glad to have you aboard. Well, getting right to business. I'm situated in Limgrave right now. The eternal city of Nokron lies somewhere at the bottom of this land. I'm planning to go below through the well in the Mistwood. See if I can't find the road to Nokron from there.
Believe it or not, I've actually gone there already.
See if I can't keep you waiting.
There's not really a road down there that I know of. Then finally,
I see. You must be Ranni's new hireling.
that's one way to put it.
Yes, I've heard all about you.
I'm sure you have.
I am Salavis, preceptor in the sorcerer's
Well, you were the last of the three I talked to, so that makes
I don't
sense.
know what it is the mistress sees in a provincial tarnished like you.
Oh, don't
But
be a
since
jerk.
we have the misfortune of serving the same lady, I ask that you kindly try not to drag us all down with you.
That's the spirit.
I reside in another tower close by. Come and pay me a visit. Should you wish to be of actual service to Mistress Ranni. If it were up to me, I wouldn't waste my time on the likes of you. But who am I to stand against the wishes of my lady? I reside. Come and
Okay.
pay me a visit.
So we've exhausted their dialogue. There is that dragon out there. I don't really want to deal with him right now. There was something else that I said I wanted to do with Rhea Lucaria, and oh, it actually won't let me fast travel from here. At least not yet. Oh. Maybe I didn't exhaust their dialogue because it's blocking me in here, right? They've got the magical shield up, so oh, maybe I need to go back and speak with Ranni beforehand.
I'm going below. See if I can't keep you waiting.
Okay, yep. Your dialogue has been exhausted. What about
Let us
yours?
give all together.
Okay. What about resting at the site of grace? Will that... Okay, that'll reset everything. That's what I wanted there. So now I can fast travel. Where was it? Not Church of the Cuckoo. Academy Crystal... No. Main Academy Gate. No, there's one in particular. Schoolhouse Classroom. Schoolhouse Rock. Whatever. This is where I want to go. And the reason for that is I want to go down on the lift instead of up. Okay. And while I'm thinking about it, let's get these items off of my inventory. That way I don't have to worry about those in the process of this. No, I need to be at the lower level of this area in order to be able to use the lift effectively. Oh! Hold up. Teacher. And actually, I never did find the other glintstone key for my friend Tops, did I? Never did do that. Ah, this is where we want to be. We'll just sneak up on this fellow. Bye. Oh, you dropped an item? Oh, that's a shame. Okay. So now we'll ride this as far down as we can. See where it takes us. Which that's to say, it takes us pretty far down. Missed it. Dang it. I thought I'd made the jump there, but you know, as I've already proven this episode, platforming is not my thing. So now we have to wait for the lift again to take us down there. Yeah. Okay, got my lost runes back. Okay, let's try to be smart about this. I don't know how some people are able to quit out of their game so quickly. Maybe they have shortcut buttons set for that. I haven't managed to figure that one out yet. But is this actually a viable jumping? There I go again. That's twice now. It's twice it's happened. See, I was even sprinting on that. And I jumped and it felt like the sprint just gave out. There was nothing I could do. Maybe I have to ride it all the way to the bottom. Maybe I should just do the sensible thing and ride it all the way to the bottom, right? Instead of trying to jump onto a ledge that may or may not actually exist. Although, no, it looks like it's entirely possible. So... there we go. Got it. All for Atrina's Lily. Well, I certainly hope it was worth it. Ah, seems familiar. Yes, everything's in that sort of dusky, purple, luminescent, crystal aesthetic. It's a little bit ominous and foreboding. Okay. And down here is one of these executioner carts to have to worry about. Oh, I still had the lantern on my bar. Aw, dang it. Okay, it's like I'm jousting with this thing, in a way. Ow. Thanks for pinning me against the wall there, but you left yourself open to attack. So I would imagine this is probably the other... No, Longtail Cat Talisman, which quite ironically is the one that reduces fall damage, I believe. Grants immunity to fall damage, but does not prevent death from a high fall. So those two that I took, I'd still go splat. I would still absolutely go splat on that. Oh, Smithing Stone 5. I needed that. Thank you. Oh, look at all these glintstone fireflies. Thank you. Look at all these nice little green bugs. Okay. So I still don't know where we find the spare key for Sorcerer Tops. Unless it's up here. Nope, Lost Ashes of War. Seek God. No. That's a trap if I've ever seen one. People, if you haven't played a Souls game and you're just getting into Elden Ring, people are jerks with their messages, believe it or not. Like, you wouldn't believe it, but they are, seriously. Take them with a grain of salt. So with that in mind, don't believe everything you read in the messages. Okay, I probably ought to look up where we find the spare key for this place. Right? I mean, because I do want to get Tops here. Tops wants to come here and I don't know, learn. Oh. Okay, this place is a nightmare. Okay, tactical retreat, tactical relocation. Stop chucking your firebombs at me. Nobody wants that. Holy crap, you're still going on that? Okay, and then these things are gonna try to grab me. I know that. So I need to keep my distance. I'll carry you. Golden Rune 3, Avian Net Soldier Ashes. So those are Avianets that we've been fighting. Yeah, so let me look this one up here. Spare Re Lucaria key. Yeah, where do we find it? Head outside in the large courtyard to the north. Okay. Oh, no way. Okay. I know where it's at. We've actually been surprisingly close to it. I didn't do what I was supposed to with it, so we need to go back to the rooftops. We'll end this episode the way it started after we defeated the boss at the place that we started at for the entirety of this playthrough. Because we warped here to Raya Lucaria and hopped the wall over there. And continued that way. Apparently the spare key that we can give to Tops is hanging from a chandelier above the main entryway of the Academy of Raya Lucaria. Like, no kidding. So obviously the marionette has seen me. Oh, quit it. Quit it, my guy. There's no need for that. So we come back up here and have to deal with the avionettes and this sorcerer again. Okay, so let's see if we can bait the sorcerer out. Yep, we did. Book it, book it, book it. And what you want to do is kind of hide in this corner here behind this cage while he approaches menacingly. Okay. Now that he's up this way. Okay, then you wait long enough, he turns around, and boom. Easy. And then if you hug this left side right here, just draw out each avian net individually, and obviously I was a little too far away from it, but that's fine. It worked out. And then we can just completely wreck this guy. And so this bridge is clear. Now having done that, I still wonder what is over in the direction of those marionettes that completely wrecked me, right? Like, if we were to jump this again and try to head back over there, is there anything worthwhile? Or is that somewhere we can come back to when we're higher level? Okay, and then we'll switch to crystal darts as well. Quick and easy. Just like that. Okay, and then if we drop down to here, There's that ladder, but I don't really care about the ladder. I just want to hop down here. Ooh. Okay. Ow. Magic grease. Somebody just yeeted themselves off the edge. Thank you for doing that. That's funny. Oh, right. Okay. So, we're in the rafters above the main entryway, right? So, we've got a golden rune 3 there. And if I drop down onto this chandelier, Academy Glintstone Key. There it is. So now we can go back to Tops, who is somewhere back here, if my map would load in. Yeah, he's in the Church of Ireth. So we can... I didn't even realize I dropped down. I must have dropped down when consulting the map, which is annoying, because every time I do that, so it makes me swing my sword every time I bring the map up or put it away, so I must have fallen off the chandelier. It's fine, we somehow survived that. So let's do what I said I was going to do, and then there's an easy... Well, and then we can find where Tops ends up at. And then I'll end the episode. So this one's going to be a little bit longer than the ones I've been doing, just by a couple minutes. But, I mean, this was worth doing.
Back to learning a why, of course.
You don't have anything new? No. Oh.
I'm a Bluntstone. I don't even have a pebble's worth of power. So I'm afraid I can't help you decipher the scroll. I'm sorry I'm so useless. I truly am.
It's fine. That's fine. Here, take this.
Certain you're willing to give your glintstone key to me. My, oh my. Thank you. Thank you dearly. Now I can go back to the academy to resume my study of glintstone sorceries. And the very stars.
Alright. Erudition. Excellent. Alright, so let's head on over. Yeah, let's head on back over to here. No, that's Renala. We want to be back in the schoolhouse classroom for this and rest at the site of grace there. I don't exactly remember how long we have to wait for this to work. But what I do know is this. Now that he has the key, yep, there he is. Tops bell bearing, Academy Glintstone staff, Tops barrier. Yeah, so ends Sorcerer Tops. So, just one more thing to do here now that we have the bell bearing for that. Let's take it back to the bell bearing merchants. And then end the episode there. So, rest in peace, Tops. I'm glad you got the opportunity to be able to study at the academy like you wanted to. Oh boy. The Dung Eater. Bellberry Shop 1. Oh, okay. But we already bought those off of him. That's kind of an interesting mechanic, actually, that they give bell bearings for those rather than you just losing out on the opportunity to buy them. Probably because there were those achievements where you had to get all of the sorceries and miracles and all of and pyromancies beforehand, so I guess that makes sense. But you know what? On this note, well, I mean, we accomplished quite a bit. We got through the manor, defeated probably one of my favorite bosses in the game so far there. Defeated the Scarab creature boss in the place that we started at. And yeah, just did a lot of exploring of the rooftops, but got a lot accomplished. So if you liked what you saw, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Obviously, I can't swing my sword to notify you to ring that bell, but you know what? Go ahead and do that. Make sure you tell your friends about this channel, and make sure you put it on social media that, hey, why don't you check out this Nerdy Librarian Gaming on YouTube. But with that, I'm Nerdy Librarian saying thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one.